Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktira Bhavati Naishtaki Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manvabhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sragrajatam Sagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Goratvishai Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So welcoming you all to this wonderful program, a lecture on spiritual master and the holy name. So the topic given to me is to speak on His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, our glorious spiritual master, and also to speak on the chanting of the holy name. So connecting both the topics, in the the 10 offenses for the holy name, the third offense deals with the spiritual master, saying that to disobey the orders of the spiritual master and to consider him an ordinary person is an offense against the holy name. So with this, I will speak on the glories of our dear spiritual master, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. We should understand that Guru is not an ordinary person. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that the birth and the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is divine. Similarly, the birth and the activities of the spiritual master is also divine. We should not consider our spiritual master as an ordinary person. It's very important for our spiritual growth, for our progress in chanting of the holy name. Spiritual master is Guru, and Guru is actually representing Balramji and Nityanand Prabhu. Krishna is very, very merciful, and he always sees our positive side, the bright side. When Krishna did his divine activities after his divine birth, like he liberated Putna. Putna was demoness. She came to kill Krishna, but Krishna saw the bright side. She came as a gopi in the mood of mother, and Krishna took that part and liberated her. Whereas when it came to liberating Pralambasur and Dhenukasur, Krishna did not do that. He let Balramji to do that wonderful pastime. Killing of Pralambasur and killing of Dhenukasur is actually killing of finishing off the bad qualities like too much of attraction to the material world. Dhenukasur is a tendency that we are giving too much importance to the body and the needs of the body. For that we will work to get roti, kapda and makan, food, shelter and clothings. So that cannot be killed by Krishna. That Krishna does not see the bad part. He tells the Guru to do that. And Guru is actually does it very wonderfully. He removes our bad qualities and he connects us to Krishna. So Guru means very heavy. He is heavy because he has to remove all our bad qualities, anarthas, the dark side. So that's why Guru is an tattva. And we are very fortunate to have His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj as our spiritual master, or we are fortunate he has accepted us as his disciples. We are very thankful to the Guru Parampara, to Krishna, Balram, Srila Prabhupada, to have Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, a divine personality, as our spiritual master. On the auspicious day of Ananda Ekadashi, 1994, August 14th, this year 1944 is very, very important in the history of Srila Prabhupada's pastime. For us devotees in Krishna consciousness in ISKCON, because in the year 1944, Srila Prabhupada started the magazine Back to Godhead. So, like the year 1896 is very glorious for us, because that is the year when Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur started sending printed books abroad to various countries like Canada, America, and various universities. The life and person of Lord Chaitanya was published, and it was sent all over the world to various universities. That is also in 1896, and that's the year when Srila Prabhupada appeared. Similarly, 1944 is the year when Srila Prabhupada writes Back to Godhead, and that's the time our dear spiritual master appeared on the auspicious day of Annada Ekadashi. Now, we can see some similarity between the great personality like Srila Prabhupada, and also we will see the similarities in Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, our dear spiritual master. Like on the auspicious Ekadashi, that is, Ekadashi comes on the month Bhadramas, Krishna Paks Ashtami Rohini Nakshatra, and that Ashtami is called Aja Ekadashi. Aja means no ordinary person will be born. Aja means one who is not born will come and take birth. So Krishna comes on that Aja Ashtami, Aja. And the Navami, the day after, is also called as Aja Navami. On that day, no ordinary personalities can take birth. Only unborn will be born. Great personality will be born. That is our dear founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. And on the following Dasmi and on the following Ekadashi is called another Ekadashi. Another name is Aja. Aja means, Ja means Janma, A means no. One who is, no ordinary people can be born, or one is not born, is going to appear, take birth. That is our dear spiritual master, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. We should understand, like Srila Prabhupada mother, she was desiring to have a wonderful son. She had a daughter, and after that she was praying and did lot of vrata and lot of demigod worship also to achieve a dear son. So, and after lot of prayers and lot of intense vrata, she got Abhay Charan as a son. Similarly, in Maharaja's life, his mother was desiring to have a son. She had a daughter, but son was not blessed. So she did lot of vrata, lot of tapasya, lot of dan, and she worshipped all the demigods and God Krishna also. And on the auspicious day of this Annada Ekadashi, that is after Janmashtami, our spiritual master appeared as a son. So she understood this is the blessings of Gopal, Krishna, that after Krishna Janmashtami, Krishna has given me a son. So she named him as Gopal Krishna. He appeared in Hastinapur, that is Delhi, in a hospital, and this hospital belonged to his uncle. That actually, once he told it to his servant. Servant means his disciple servant. So he pointed, this building you see, this is the place I was born. Some hospital, big hospital, and his elder sister also was born in that place. We should understand that Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he is coming from a very aristocratic family, a very rich family. I come to know through devotees that his grandfather was so rich that in Karachi he had a big palace. The palace had walls of gold bricks. So you can understand how rich and aristocratic his grandfather must have been. gold bricks. Now that palace has been, that bungalow or it was palacious, is converted into a national bank for Pakistan, some nationalized bank. So when the split took place, so the whole family came here, and at the age of 17, when his father was at the age of 17, and his father's name was Shriman Ananta Swarup Khanna Prabhu. So mother's name I don't know, but this I came to know, Ananta Swarup. When he was 17 years, his father was 17 years, there were 3 cars in the whole world. So his grandfather bought one big car from a well-known international company called Havlet. I forgot the full name. So there was one of the big cars for his father. So very rich and aristocratic. His father was a big commander in Navy, a naval commander. And so when he was posted in Delhi, so he was born, and after that he was shifted to Cochin. In Cochin, they stayed for almost 2 years, and Guru Maharaj remembers the places they stayed in Cochin also. From the year 2 to in Cochin, his younger sister also joined the family, took birth there in Cochin. From the age 4 to 14, Maharaj was having his studies done somewhere in Santa Cruz. That is the time when Srila Prabhupada, so we can just calculate 1944, 4 years, that means 1948 to 14 years, 48 to 58, 62, 1962, Maharaj was having his schooling done here with his mother and family here. So that is the time Srila Prabhupada was also in Bombay and establishing Gaudiya Math, and also trying to go to America. So at this stage he did his wonderful studies. Now we should understand that his mother was praying that she should have a son, and she was blessed with a son. And Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, like she revealed it to her mother, his mother revealed it to disciples, that he used to be very intelligent and very studious and very much focused in his duties, studies and other things. And Maharaj ji revealed it to many of his, not many, some of his servant disciples, that somehow right from my childhood I never had any material desire. That means I did not have any desire to become rich. I did not have any desire to have a big name or fame. That was not there. It was automatically happening in his life. He was born in a rich family, he was getting good education, and he was doing well in his education. He did so well in his education that for his management postgraduate studies, he joined the Sorbonne University in Paris. Correct? So that is a very prestigious university for management. And in this university, only well-to-do students from big country used to join. Rich people, their sons used to come. And Maharaj was getting a scholarship there, and he joined that. After that, in Paris, while he was doing his studies, his sisters and others came to visit him. And Maharaj used to say that they came to Paris for doing sightseeing. They said that, oh, there is a wonder of one of the 7 wonders is Eiffel Tower, correct? So they said, let's go and see. He said, what? Eiffel Tower? He said, I have not seen this tower. He was there almost for 2 years, and he was again started working, but he never saw that Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower, when the sisters went there and they came back, they said, wow, Eiffel Tower is so tall and it has got a lift. Maharaj said, oh, it has got lift also. So Maharaj was so much into his studies and his duty that he did not find this wonder of this world wonderful. This shows that he is not an ordinary personality. He has experienced much more wonderful things, that these wonderful things of this world is nothing for him. It is not interesting for him. It is not catching his attention. So he did not visit Eiffel Tower at all. Then he again got post graduation in management in McGill University, Montreal. That also by scholarship. There also he excelled in his studies and was focused in his studies and duties, that every time he had to go from Canada to America, on the way comes the big Nigeria fall. This also is considered to be a great wonder of the world. So many people come to visit and see this wonder of this world, but Maharaj never saw this, what you call the waterfall. He said, what is so wonderful about this? Just open a tap, water will fall. This is what is waterfall. So Maharaj we should understand that has experienced such wonderful things that he doesn't find anything in this world as wonderful. He had no material desire. He just had a duty and he was doing. That is the time when he first came in touch with ISKCON. He started working with Pepsis and another company called Bristol's Mayor. So he was working with Pepsi as a marketing research manager in a great post, like something like a general manager. So at that time, he came in touch with ISKCON. 1968, May 31st is the first time Maharaj comes to ISKCON. And as he entered ISKCON, Montreal, so Maharaj was paying obeisance to all the deities and all the photographs which was in the wall, which was displayed. That showed that the culture from which he is coming, his mother and father must have, cultivated, and he imbibed that, and he was very respectful to each and every photographs. Then he came to know that the next day, June 1st, the spiritual master is going to come. Srila Prabhupada is going to come. He asked, can I come and meet? He said yes. So the next day he came little early. He said, can I do some service? Like a Punjabi they have a nature to do some service. They have that wonderful nature called as seva, kar seva. Kar seva means service with hands. So he said, can I do some service? And the temple president, he was very eager because he wanted some the room in which Prabhupada is going to stay to be neat and clean. And he said, wow, somebody has come. So immediately he was assigned a task, and he was into that, said, you clean. It took 4 hours, and meticulously and very neat and clean, he made the room spotlessly clean. And after that he was feeling very happy. This shows Maharaj was very humble, and also he did not say that there was tolerance also. He did not say that, oh, I am a GM of a big, at the age of 24, he is in the best of the colleges and he is in the best of the career and doing very well. So, but he showed his humble nature and his tolerance, and he did everything. This particular humility or the humbleness in this is genuine humbleness or the humility is a quality which is coming from the spiritual world and from the spiritual realm. It's a property of Srimati Radharani. It's internal energy. Like this humility comes from Sambit, Sandani and Haladani Shakti. This we can see in our spiritual master is genuinely humble. It's not that he had to strive to be humble. It was within him. And tolerance, we will hear more pastimes if time permits, how much tolerant he is and what all he has tolerated. And this is how he came in touch with Srila Prabhupada. As soon as he came in touch with Srila Prabhupada, he immediately identified Srila Prabhupada is going to be my spiritual master. And whenever Srila Prabhupada gave lecture, Maharaj used to sit and hear very carefully. This again is a quality we see in Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada used to listen to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's lectures, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's lecture, mind you all should know that it used to be very intellectual, and whether it is English or Bengali, he used to speak a very high level, high vocabulary words used to be used in that, spiritual terms as well as material terms used to be used. Why? Because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati at that time had to compete with other materialistic people like Raja Ram Mohan Roy and others. They were also Sarojini Naidu and others. They are also intellectual. To apart be with them, he used to have such. He used to give such talks. But not many disciples used to sit. But Prabhupada used to hear very carefully. And in the first, like Srila Prabhupada, in the first meeting with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, accepted Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati as a spiritual master. Similarly, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj accepted him, accepted Prabhupada as the spiritual master. And days passed by, and Maharaj used to be stay nearby the temple. So he used to come for Mangalarti in pant shirt and do japas. And while doing japa, very interesting that Maharaj used to do chanting one round in front of each photos in the wall. Each photo. This Jayapataka Maharaj used to say. So he used to do japa like this. So in this way he used to chant 16 rounds, and after that Darshanarti and Prabhupada class. Then he used to go for, have breakfast and go for work. And in the evening he used to come and he used to hear Prabhupada lecture and have hot milk and stay with the devotees. So devotees complained that Gopal Krishna Maharaj is coming in pant and shirt. What is this Karmi shirts and pant? Then because he is also new in Krishna consciousness, he said, he went to Prabhupada, is it an offense or a mistake that I'm in pant and shirt, since I have to go for a job also? And Srila Prabhupada is actually very practical. He said, no, you have to go for a job. You be in pant and shirt, that's nothing wrong. You wear pant and shirt in such, you dress yourself so nicely that even the materialistic people will say that, wow, who is this person? So Maharaj was happy and Prabhupada approved. And at the end of the month, Maharaj used to give the whole salary to Srila Prabhupada, so that the temple functions takes place smoothly. So we should understand what must be the salary of a general manager of Pepsi now. It must be something in lakhs, says 50, 60, 70 lakhs, or in crores, 1-2 crores. So that in 1968 or 69, he used to give it to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada used to give small amount. This is for your bodily care. So Prabhupada, Maharaj used to humbly take it, and he used to say, I don't need anything because I have clothes and food I'm getting from here and shelter I'm getting in the temple, so I don't require. And he used to post it to his mother saying that this is this is for from my side to you, so you take care of yourself. So he used to send it to his mother. So he had no material desire. That again comes to the we can see how much he did not want to save anything. So this went on, and there is wonderful interaction between Guru and disciple. And we can see in folio there are conversation between Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, and letters, at least 25 letters in 1969. Prabhupada is writing to Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada writes. Srila Prabhupada writes to Gopal Krishna Maharaj, thank you for your contribution for this month, and we are very thankful. And this way Prabhupada blesses him. And sometimes Srila Prabhupada asks, now in the temple we want to print BTG in different foreign languages. Can you help us? And immediately Maharaj will be sending a big all his savings to Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada writes, thank you for your contribution. With this we are printing more BTGs. So in this way we can see the wonderful relationship developing between Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and Prabhupada. Then Maharaj took initiation in the year 1969 from Srila Prabhupada, and he got the japa beads, and the same japa bead Maharaj is keeping. And even now he tells, many times disciples come to Maharaj, Maharaj, please forgive us, we have lost our japa. Can you can you chant and give us? And Maharaj gets very angry. He says that I cannot do that. I'll just touch and give. You are blessed. And he gives. He says that, then he tells that this is the japmala which Prabhupada gave to me 40 years ago, and still chants on the same round. And the wonderful relationship is developing between Guru and disciple. At the same time, Maharaj is now, after a few years, he said that I want to dedicate my life for completely in service of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada told him to work for some more time, then he accepted him. And during book, every day there is to be book distribution, and Srila Prabhupada used to be there, and disciples used to come and they used to tell Prabhupada, today we distributed so much BTGs and so much books, and Prabhupada used to be happy and give gifts. It so happened one day, Maharaj every day used to take a big bag and he used to go out every day. Nobody has to tell him, haversack or big sack he used to take with books, and he used to come out. And he distributed 3 Bhagavatam sets, big sets. And that was the highest score on that day. So Maharaj did not go in front and saying that I did this. But the president of the temple, he dragged Maharaj. But Maharaj was very shy to go in front of Prabhupada. Then said that he distributed 3 sets of Bhagavatam. So everybody said Hari Bol, and immediately Srila Prabhupada was very happy. He gave him a watch. That watch is the Rolex watch, and gave it to Maharaj. And Maharaj, even today if you see while doing Aarti or while walking or giving lecture, he sees that watch, and that watch was given in way back somewhere in 70s, early 70s or late 60s to Maharaj, saying that this is a memorial, this is a remembrance that Prabhupada gave it to me. And that watch is Rolex watch. It is gold made and it is in lakhs. It is very costly. At the same time, it is very precious materially and spiritually. Spiritually, Maharaj said that this is something which my dear spiritual master gave it to me. Many times this watch had to be given for repair. So there is one Rolex company in India that is in Flora Fountain. And Prabhupada Maharaj had to give it for repair. So he is very careful who is going to take it. He said that this particular watch was given to be by my spiritual master Prabhupada. So be careful. So usually he chooses who has to go. So he chose Anirudh Prabhu. He is a servant. So we know Anirudh Prabhu. So he used to go from here to Flora Fountain. Then he used to check whether he has, after every 15 minutes, ask Anirudh whether he has the watches with him. So then he goes to the shop, Rolex shop, and there they say that after 10 days, then Maharaj says, just check whether they will not do anything wrong with that. Maharaj was very, very careful about this thing. So in this way, this wonderful relationship between Prabhupada and Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is happening, and Maharaj is becoming very serious in Krishna consciousness. And when he took up Krishna consciousness completely, his father and mother came, because they did not want their only son to become a devotee and give up the material career, profession. And being a wing commander, he was a very powerful person also, materially speaking. He had connection with the US government also. So he was forcing the US Senate and Congress people to come to Canada and force Prabhupada to not to take Gopal Krishna Maharaj as a disciple. So Prabhupada then convinced that minister who came that, see, I am not calling anybody to become disciple. They on their own are coming and they are taking up this process. So that minister was convinced. Then Prabhupada called Maharaj. He said, your father is very powerful person. He's sending many government officials to that you should not take up this process. But Maharaj stood fast, and then his mother was very upset about the whole thing. But still Guru Maharaj did not have any material desire. He knew that whatever he is doing is spiritual and his parents will also be benefited. So he continued with his Krishna consciousness and he took it very seriously. It is said that whenever Maharaj chanted, we can see like he used to be very intense while chanting, very intense. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the remembrance of many of his God brothers and God sisters. And whenever we see the photographs where Guru Maharaj is with Prabhupada, either in a kirtan or darshan or foot bathing of Prabhupada, he is very intense. Like there are, you should see the photographs, the old photographs. You will see that Maharaj is very intensely concentrating or meditating on Prabhupada. So in this way, he is taking his spiritual master very seriously. So in this way, we see that Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is now gradually is taking this process very seriously, and later on Prabhupada wanted Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj to take over, go to India and start preaching in India. There are few more incidents, like it so happened that Srila Prabhupada now started writing more books, and Ishopanishad came up and Updeshamrit came up and other books. What happened was there was a time when book distribution was going, and when new books started coming, Maharaj used to read the book. It so happened that he used to read and used to close the room, and from morning to evening he used to read. So it created a kind of a misunderstanding in his devotee circle. So they complained to Prabhupada, Gopal Krishna Maharaj is not doing anything. He's just reading. That was a big complaint. We should do something about it. And the complaint went to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, don't do anything to him now. He's not doing anything now. Doesn't mean that he will not do anything. Remember, he and Prabhupada told the disciples and told them, see, a day will come when Gopal Krishna Maharaj will come and manage the whole of ISKCON. And now we see that almost he is managing the affairs of ISKCON. This was told by Atma Tattva Prabhu long time ago. So in this way, Prabhupada had full faith, because he knew, materially seeing also, he can see if a young boy or a young man of 24 years is a GM of Pepsi and Bristol Myers, big companies, the sales, he is doing research and increasing the sales and bringing profit to the company worldwide. Definitely he's got material qualification. He is a good manager. Prabhupada said he will manage the whole of ISKCON. And when the book distribution started, he said that you should use your skills of marketing to spread the books. And Guru Maharaj did that also. There was a time when Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj was distributing books, and he was very much making devotees after devotees and connecting them to Prabhupada. Somehow there was a friction which happened, because Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj was such a magnanimous and such a charismatic personality. Whichever temple he went, he used to give lectures, and he used to take the devotees of the temple to his bus party. It became a big complaint. So Prabhupada was addressing one lecture. Then the president used to come and complain about Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Then Prabhupada said, don't worry. Then there was a meeting. Then Prabhupada called, Tamal, come here. And that is Tamal, for us, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. For Prabhupada, Tamal. Tamal, come here. Go to China. Go to China in America is a slang. That means go to hell. China means a degraded place. So Tamal Krishna Maharaj felt it's a big challenge. He said, Prabhupada, book distribution, go to China. No, Prabhupada, so many bus party, go to China. No, bro. Then in the end, Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, yes, Prabhupada. He said, call Gopal. So that for us, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So call Gopal. So go to Russia. Yes, Srila Prabhupada. And now we see that Maharaj did not forget this instruction, because China and Russia both are communistic country at that time, and it's very dangerous. They are atheistic. To spread Krishna consciousness in China or Russia is very dangerous. But we will find that very systematically Maharaj ji entered into Russia, bought Krishna conscious books in Russian language and introduced them. He did it in a very nice way. There are international book fair in Moscow, and on a particular on that event, Maharaj, we can say, he went into Russia as a representative of India with Prabhupada books in Russian language, and he displayed the books, Vedic literatures, in such a wonderful manner that in the year 1997, almost in the month of October or November, the fair was going on. And the government of Russia, Moscow, they gave Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj saying a diploma in book distribution. That immediately Maharaj sent to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was in his last days. And after seeing this diploma, Prabhupada was so happy that he said, see, this is a diploma in book distribution in Moscow. This Gopal Krishna Goswami has got it. So Gopal Krishna has got it. And he showed it to all his disciples. That showed that when Srila Prabhupada was in his final pastimes, Maharaj ji did something which pleased his spiritual master. He did not forget the instruction which was given, go to Russia. And he did go to Russia in many times, and now we can see what a wonderful... Now, more than India, there are devotees in Russia who are taking this process seriously, chanting very seriously. They are getting up early in the morning at 2 o'clock chanting, and after Tulsi Aarti they go for book distribution, come back. This is the seriousness they have in Russia. Now, it seems that devotees are calling Russia is no more Russia. There is no Russians, there are only rishis. So Maharaj took it very seriously. So this was one instruction. Then later on, Maharaj, Prabhupada told Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj to go to India and take over, be the GBC for India. He came to Bombay and he was with Sridhar Swami Maharaj, Giriraj Maharaj. They went through the whole thing, and in Mayapur also Maharaj did a lot. In this way, the projects in India started also flourishing. It was a big challenge for Tamal Krishna Maharaj and other disciples, because they could not understand the Indian culture. It was taking time for them to understand the Indian culture and also the Indian way of doing business. Prabhupada knows that in India people will loot money, if they see a foreigner. And he knew that Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is Indian, plus he's got a marketing and he knows India, how Indians are. So he said, and Srila Prabhupada's words were kept, and he very nicely developed the Indian community also. He became GBC, and for that matter, the duty which Prabhupada gave 40 years ago as a governing body commission, that he is keeping to his heart, and till now he is a governing body committee for ISKCON. Whereas the original means Srila Prabhupada has chosen around 11 to 12 or 16 or 20 GBCs. Many of them went back to Godhead, and some of them said that they retired from they said that they cannot carry on with the service of GBC. But Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, even after 40 years, is doing that service. That shows his dedication for his spiritual master. Now in India, Prabhupada told many things. He said that this building in Delhi is Chippiwada, is a place where I started writing Srimad Bhagavatam, and I wish to distribute books from here. If ever we get money and we purchase this building, make sure that this becomes a reading room. This was 37 years ago, and today in the year 2014, somehow that room has come under the Delhi management. Maharaj for 37 years kept eyes on that particular room, and he said that, dear Srila Prabhupada, as an offering, we are going to make this as a room. At present, morning programs are going. All the residents still remember how Prabhupada used to come there. So we can see every instruction which Maharaj got from Prabhupada is remembering like anything. Once I had a very good fortune to be with Guru Maharaj in Juhu temple. That was a time when the BBT was transferred from some place outside Juhu temple complex to Juhu complex, ISKCON complex. And the new BBT in charge, he is from Palghar or Boisar, I forgot his name, very nice devotee. So Maharaj was taking him, holding his hand. Now Maharaj with his left hand very lovingly taking him, saying that this is the place. In the second floor, he said, this is the place. He showed a small office. Now it's no more an office. This is the office where Srila Prabhupada used to sit and write and manage. And this is the wall. This is where Srila Prabhupada went. He showed many things. I forgot most of the things, but I remember the way Maharaj was remembering and telling, this is the place where Prabhupada sat, this is the place where Prabhupada had an office, and outside this there was a quarters where Prabhupada used to take rest. And he was remembering Srila Prabhupada so much, and he was telling everything to the new BBT in charge. So I could understand that how deep every remembrance of Prabhupada, meeting with Prabhupada, is in the heart of our dear spiritual master. Everything he remembered. The Rolex watch, and we also see in Maharaj's hand one ring. It has a photo of Prabhupada, and Maharaj always likes to see the ring. It gives him remembrance of Prabhupada. That shows the love. This Chippiwada was one thing, Russia was one thing. These are big challenges. Book distribution in all languages in India, they are big challenges, and Maharaj very nicely performed this task and fulfilled the orders of his spiritual master. Then a temple in Delhi. These things looks as if it's an ordinary things. But when we try to print a book and distribute book, we can understand how difficult it is. Like marathon, you all are doing wonderful marathon, but a lot of struggle is there. But printing a book and bringing out and distributing, it's not an easy job. But Maharaj Ji, very nicely, we can see he is putting his effort and bringing it out successfully. There are so many challenges. ordinary person will succumb to these challenges and he will say that forget it, who is watching me? Prabhupada is not asking me anything. Obviously Srila Prabhupada has finished his pastimes. My God brothers are there, even they will not ask me if I don't do it. Who is going to ask me? My disciples will also not ask me. Any ordinary person will say that, okay, let me also relax and have a good time. No, but he took it to his heart. And building a temple in Delhi, it's an ordinary thing. Not an ordinary thing because it's so costly. Delhi place is so costly to get a place find a place there. And they found a hill, and that hill was converted into a beautiful temple. That is a glory of India. It shows that how much Srila Prabhupada, how much Maharaj loves Srila Prabhupada, and his instruction is his life. Sachinandan Swami Maharaj, he writes that, I see Gopal Krishna Maharaj does not stay in any place. India, Russia, America, or Africa. He doesn't stay in any place. He stays in Srila Prabhupada's instructions. That is where he stays. That is his residence. That is his heart. So now, as the Delhi temple is being constructed, now what is happening? It is so much of bodily exertion that Maharaj had a severe heart attack. Severe heart. It was so severe that everybody literally thought now Maharaj is going to leave this planet. He is going to finish his pastimes. That was somewhere in 1996. Then he had the disciples by that time. Maharaj got Sannyas Diksha in 1981. Then again in 1982, he took Sannyas Diksha. He took Sannyas Diksha from Kirtanand Swami Maharaj. Then afterwards, later on, from Jayapataka Swami Maharaj also, he took Sannyas Diksha. This is just a formality. But Maharaj was already said that I don't have material desire. He was a sannyasi from, but for the namesake, he was a son and other things. So, one of his disciples, because Maharaj kept all his certificates and Jyotish Patra and all these things. Maharaj did not tell anybody anything, but that out of care for the spiritual master, one of the disciples, Urmila Mataji, she took Maharaj's birth certificate and Jyotish Patra and went to one Jyotish and showed it to the Jyotish, and he's a well-known, famous, authentic Jyotish. He saw and he told, this is Jyotish Patra does not belong to an ordinary personality. He's a great soul. He's not an ordinary person. In his chart, it is written that this person is going to, in his lifetime, construct 1008 big temples. So Urmila Mataji was thinking, 1000, that is 1008 temples. Maharaj has not even completed one temple, that is Radha Parthasarthi, and he is now almost going to leave his body. How is this going to happen? But miraculously, Prabhupada's mercy and Radha Parthasarthi and Krishna's mercy, Maharaj became well. He completed one temple. Now many more temples after that in Mombasa, Kenya, and in India, Pune temple, then other temples in Surat and other places. Almost in Delhi there are 14 temples in line waiting, and now it's Mira Road, then Pune already over, then Virar, then many more temples are going to come. Thinks that this is definitely going to come true. 1008. And he said that your spiritual master, wherever he goes, that place becomes a tirtha. Tirtha means a holy place. Wherever he puts his foot, that place will become a tirtha. And believe it or not, he said that wherever your spiritual master goes, Behind him there are demigod and goddesses, Devi and Devtas following him. We are not able to see them in an invisible manner, they are following. So that's why we see that Giriraj Swami Maharaj, he was glorifying Maharajji in a letter in that book, Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. He writes that when Prabhupada and Gopal Krishna Maharaj used to meet, Giriraj Maharaj writes that Prabhupada had a different way of dealing with Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, as if they are having a special talk. With this, Giriraj Maharaj says that I understood that Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is very special for Prabhupada. So that's how, because the way he dealt with other disciples at that time, Giriraj Maharaj and others were there, and the way he dealt with Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, it was totally different. So in this way, Giriraj Maharaj writes, I understand that Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is not ordinary person. So in this way we go further. Then we find that the Delhi temple is coming up, and how he is introducing all the important personalities into Krishna's, introducing them to Krishna consciousness. Then how the book distribution in India and all over is also booming up. If we see the statistics, after Prabhupada's disappearance in 1977, 1978, 79, 80, there was a slack in distribution. Then again, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he takes up it seriously, and we see that out of 10 top distributors of books in India and world over, 7 temples are under Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and the book distribution is booming up. So the instructions given by Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada to Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, is coming in Guru Shishya Parampara. It's a family business. Maharaj is taking care of it very, very nicely. So understanding that Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is coming from an aristocratic family and big family. His mother, actually, she was also here in 80s. Then at the time, devotees like Vararupa Mataji, Asim Krishna Prabhu, and other devotees used to go and give prasad to his mother. And she used to talk to them. Then she used to tell, oh, my son Gopal, actually I worshipped a lot so that I can get a son. And after I got a son, I was very happy. But I understood that God gave me this boy for some time, and God has taken him back again. You all are fortunate that she said that he was blessings of God to us, and God has taken him back. For some time he gave him, and again God has taken him back. She was crying because after all she is a mother. She wanted that Gopal Krishna Maharaj becomes always be with her like other sons. But then she admitted that God gave me for some time and took him again. Now you all take advantage and serve him, and in this way Maharaj is very, 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 we can see that in his personal dealings and life also, we can see that Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, even though his health is not giving, or his mind also, health is not supporting him, we find that Maharaj has got a very wonderful routine. Even after 96 also, he had a severe heart attack, and this again happened in the year 2007 also. Again Maharaj had an attack. But Maharaj had so much love for deity worship that every morning, anywhere in the world, Maharaj at 3:30 is awake and 4 o'clock is in the altar, 4:30 is in the Aarti. So he had to undergo a big heart surgery in 2007 in Delhi. And after that the doctor said, make sure that your spiritual master gets good rest and there is no anxiety. So after 2 days he came for 14 days they wanted to keep in the hospital. Maharaj said, no way. Get me back to Parthasarthi. So he came to Parthasarthi. Then Dayanidhi Prabhu and I think Rukmani, I forgot his name, another devotee. He is always with Maharaj. As far as medical care is, I forgot, he is a very senior congregational devotee in Delhi. I don't remember. So his name. So they said, Maharaj, tomorrow no Aarti. Huh? Krishna Priya, na? Krishna Priya. Yeah, Krishna Priya Prabhu. He's a doctor, na? Yeah, very, very dear to Maharaj, Krishna Priya Prabhu and Dayanidhi. Maharaj tomorrow, Maharaj said, no, I'll get up late, yes. So they said, yeah, I'll get up at 6:30. You all also take rest, I will also take rest. And Dayanidhi Prabhu went to take rest. He was peaceful. And Krishna Priya Prabhu also went. Then next day morning, Dayanidhi Prabhu said that, okay, let me see. He got up at around 4:30. He said that, let me go. I will go to pray to Radha Parthasarthi for my spiritual master's good health. So, but when he went there, he reached by 4:30, 4:50. He saw that Maharaj is doing Aarti. Then Maharaj came. Dayanidhi Prabhu was chanting in the room, and Maharaj had to pass through Dayanidhi Prabhu to go to his room to take rest. Dayanidhi Prabhu did not talk, he was angry, he was chanting loudly. Then Maharaj said, oh, I'm sorry, I did not follow your instructions. So he was actually, so you don't know that I cannot stay without doing Mangal Aarti. You all don't understand that this is, I get spiritual power, spiritual energy by doing this. So this is the attraction between Krishna, between Maharaj and Krishna. See, it is not easy to do Mangal Aarti. Getting up and taking bath and rushing and attending Mangal Aarti is one thing, and doing Aarti is another thing. Doing Aarti means taking bath, coming up and being neat and clean and make sure we are well before in time to wake up the deities. And whenever we see Maharaj doing Mangal Aarti, whether in Rasbihari or whether in Mayapur or in Vrindavan, we see that Maharaj is totally as if he's talking to the lordships. It's very personal. And then he gradually chamar or deep has to be shown to all the devotees. He does it very gracefully. But when he's doing the Aarti and offering chamar and peacock feather, it's very, very deep. Very deep. He's actually praying or talking or relating as if they are standing and they are also talking to him. That intense it is. When Maharaj is doing Mangal Aarti. He said, you all don't understand that I am getting spiritual strength. I hope you did not tell Dayanidhi Prabhu. Then, you did not tell Krishna Priya Prabhu. Dayanidhi Prabhu said, no, I told, I phoned and told, get up, wake up. You don't understand that Maharaj was told not to take rest and he has to take rest and he is already for Mangal Aarti. Get up, come here, otherwise Maharaj will do another Aarti. Then he said, no, I told Krishna Priya Prabhu. Maharaj got angry. He said, you fool, you don't understand. Now Krishna Priya Prabhu will come and sit on my head. More and above that, he will tell the doctor, and these doctors, they will sit on my head. They don't understand what it is. And he said that I'm getting spiritual energy from this. So this is how he looks at the deities. He doesn't look at the deities as a duty or it's a burden. He says duty out of love he is going to the deities, and he goes. And when his health is good, Maharaj, after that, he does his own deity worship, all the shaligrams, and he has got so much wonderful shaligrams. The Balram shaligram, Narsim shaligram, and there is one shaligram, wonderful shaligram. If time permits, Maharaj will explain and will tell all this shaligram. This is Narsim shaligram, Vara shaligram, this shaligram, and there is one shaligram. He removes the turban, pagadi, and tells, this is a shaligram with Krishna. The head, there is a lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. That is very special shaligram. And that shaligrams, and Maharaj, I got an opportunity to see Guru Maharaj doing this shaligram worship. Wow, Maharaj is very, very careful. He is bathing them and applying oil, again bathing them, and very gracefully putting garland to each, every shaligram. There are more than 200 shaligrams, and garland to each deity. Very lovingly he does it, and he does. So wonderful it is to see Maharaj doing the personal deities worship. He carries them all over the world and very lovingly takes them. So in this way, Maharaj has got connection with the deities, and the whole day he meets people. Then in the evening he gives wonderful classes and kirtan. Even now, after years, I hear the kirtan and classes. Maharaj lectures are very simple, and it touches the heart, and it immediately kicks out all the misconception in our heart regarding spiritual life. As I said, Guru means heavy, and Maharaj, Krishna is like the boss. He takes the good side, and whereas Guru does the other part. So Maharaj, like there is one pastime, like one Maharaj, Sadaprem Prabhu was telling. Sadaprem Prabhu was telling that Maharaj, whenever he meets, he asks, how do you chant and what books do you read? So Sadaprem Prabhu said that I started reading Prabhupada books. So whenever Maharaj asks, so I will tell that I am reading Prabhupada books. So, and Guru Maharaj will be happy, will be very happy. So, but when he is asking, when it comes automatically to Sadaprem Prabhu, "Aap kya karte ho? What do you do?" Then at that time, Sadaprem Prabhu used to do a business of, oil robbery. That is petrol and other things. A lot of money is there. Oil robbery in highways, and they used to sell, oil robbery. So Maharaj pointed out, whenever he met, he did not ask, "Kya aap padhte ho? Do you read Prabhupada books?" So he started contemplating, Maharaj is very heavy with me. He wants to tell me that there is something wrong, something bad that has to be removed. So he cannot tell, my business is oil robbery. So he said that. Then he left that, and after few years he left that business, and he was grateful. Sadaprem Prabhu was grateful to Maharaj Ji that he pointed out what is wrong in him. In this way, Maharaj is Guru. Maharaj is very, like Prabhupada, he is very merciful also. He wants that every living entity should take up Krishna consciousness and advance in life and go back to Godhead. He is very, very particular that even I had a chance many times, like doing parikrama, he stops and he tells, "Oh, there is a small insect, earthworm or an ant." He says, "You remove with the..." So I try to remove it with the hand, and he says, "No, with a leaf, softly." When I am trying to remove with the leaf, he says, "Chant Hare Krsna Mahamantra and keep it there." So that living entity in the body of ant is liberated. This is you will see that many of his servant disciples also share. Once Maharaj had to go from Vrindavan temple to Govardhan in the early morning. They were going, the vehicle was going at the speed of 100, 110. Suddenly Maharaj told, "Stop." Then what happened? Then he said Dayanidhi Prabhu was there and Sham Hari Prabhu. They are in Vrindavan. Go. The vehicle stopped. Then the car hit an crow. The driver did not see that and others did not, but Maharaj saw. Then everybody walked. Saw the crow. What happened to the crow? The crow was trembling, and after some time he left the body. Maharaj cried. He said, everybody chant 2 rounds for the departed soul, and everybody chanted. And that day, he because it is Govardhan Parikrama, he met many devotees. He said, today I committed a great offense. A crow hit, we killed a crow by mistake. So Maharaj was feeling very bad about it. And then he told it to many devotees. And then he came to Radhakund. There Mahanidhi Maharaj, his godbrother is there. He said, I committed a great offense. Mahanidhi Maharaj is like little jolly. He said, oh Maharaj, how can you commit offense? You don't commit offenses. You are careful not to commit offense. Why? Because Prabhupada observed this wonderful quality in Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and he writes that statement is there. I think Bhakti Brihad Swami Maharaj, he takes that quote of Prabhupada and puts in Vaishnava etiquette book, Vaishnava etiquette books, which is run in VIH and others, and says that Gopal Krishna, you are very careful not to offend Vaishnavas. It's a very good quality. Because of this, you will advance in Krishna consciousness. So this particular statement, Bhakti Brihad Swami Maharaj takes up and he puts it in the Vaishnava etiquette book, which is teaching, and that statement you can see. So Prabhupada also saw that he is very careful not to commit any offense. So we should imbibe all these wonderful qualities, or by repeating this automatically, or we maybe get that wonderful quality also. So said, Maharaj, you don't commit any offense. No, today I committed an offense. What happened? He said that crow, by mistake, there was an accident, he died. Maharaj said, oh, that was the good fortune of the crow, that he hit your car and is blessed. He said, no, the crow is a Brajvasi. I committed an offense in the lotus feet of a Brajvasi. And the talk went on. So Maharaj is seeing Vrindavan not as an ordinary place, and the living entities in Vrindavan as Brajvasis, Radharani's property, and he was very serious about that thing. I don't know what will happen, what calamity will come. Like Parikshit Maharaj, when he did that snake thing, he said, now I am ready to face whatever calamity is going to come. I know I did something wrong. Similarly, Maharaj was in that mood. And that way Maharaj was very particular about every living entity, and about Vrindavan, it's a very special place. Anybody who comes to Vrindavan, Maharaj notices, go back to Mira Road immediately. Not more than 1 day or 2 days. Why? Because when the first day we come to Vrindavan, everything is so good. The prasadam is good, devotees are good, the climate is good. During Kartik, everything is good. We say, wow, it's a wonderful place. And after that, what happens? That material attraction goes away, and we start seeing the material faults in Vrindavan. Whereas Vrindavan is materially or spiritually not faulty. Because of our contaminated nature, we start seeing the fault. So Maharaj is trying to tell us, don't stay long and get start blaspheming or Vrindavan, or start de-appreciating Vrindavan. As long as you are appreciating Vrindavan, be here and move before things become bad. And Gudakesh Prabhu and other disciples, they wanted to stay in Vrindavan. Maharaj said, no way, you don't stay in Vrindavan, it's a very serious business. You may earn in thousands, but lose in crores. Because the Vrindavan is not an ordinary place. He told, like Gudakesh Prabhu, Kritagya Prabhu, and they are all aged, but still Maharaj said, don't stay here. Because Maharaj knows it's a Radharani's place and our consciousness is to come. Maharaj is very, very careful about Vrindavan, and to understand that how careful and how much Radharani loves Maharaj, we can understand that the Krishna Balram temple, Vrindavan project, the GBC is Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj right from the day Prabhupada established. Whereas there are many more GBCs who came and they were not able to carry on with because it's a very heavy place. Radharani is very serious. And Maharaj was so careful and serious that he is getting the mercy of Srimati Radharani. He is the GBC for so long, shows that he is Vrindavan. Radharani, he has got the mercy of Srimati Radharani. Many temple managers, many temple presidents, many temple GBCs, they were not able to carry on with the Vrindavan project because it requires Radharani's mercy. But as Maharaj has got the mercy, for 40 years he is doing this. Shows that he is blessed by Srimati Radharani. Once one of his disciples, he is a Pujari in Delhi temple, he went to one Jyotish. Like he went to Jyotish because he had some problem. The Jyotish saw and he said that you are safe because your Guru is very heavy. And he told many things and he said your Guru is very heavy and your Guru has seen Radha and Krishna. So this particular devotee, he went back to Maharaj and he asked, Maharaj, did you see Radha and Krishna? Maharaj smiled and said, okay, now you can go. These things should not be discussed. Because Guru Maharaj is very careful about what he speaks. Like Srila Rupa Goswami says, Pacha Vegam, I can see Guru Maharaj is very careful about every word which comes out of his mouth. Every word. He is very careful. That is, he is very careful not to hurt even any forget about devotees, God brothers, devotees, disciples, even non-devotees. He is very careful. His words are very selected. Selected words he uses. And Maharaj actually wants that everybody should take up Krishna consciousness and be happy. Like when devotees come to meet, Maharaj wants that everybody should be happy that they have taken up Krishna consciousness. And if somebody is not happy in Krishna consciousness, Maharaj doesn't feel happy. He feels that, what is this? Why are you not happy in Krishna consciousness? So once there was one devotee. She is her name is Shravan Shakti Mataji. She is little aged, Maharashtrian. You all seen her, old lady. She came to Maharaj, I want Brahman Diksha, I want Brahman initiation. So Jagjivan Prabhu was sitting, Haridas Prabhu was sitting, and I think Harshgovind Prabhu was sitting. I was sitting at this side, and she came and paid obeisances. Maharaj, I want Brahman initiation. So Maharaj did not say anything. I think Haridas Prabhu, he said, ऐसा थोड़ी ना दीक्षा मिलता है, ऐसा थोड़ी ब्राह्मण दीक्षा दिया जाता है. So she is paying obeisances because she is seeing Guru Maharaj. She is very happy and she is smiling and paying obeisances. Maharaj, I want Brahman initiation. By the time she is completing her obeisances, Haridas Prabhu spoke that ऐसा थोड़ी मिलता है. So I could see her smile turned into. She became very morose and she paid obeisances. By the time she got up, Maharaj said something that she again started smiling. She said, for you, there is no Brahman nature. You are already qualified for becoming sannyas. So she was very happy. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Dandavat Maharaj. Dandavat Maharaj. She said that when you come to Vrindavan, take a letter and I'll give it to you. So she was happy. So Maharaj was he wants that everybody should be happy in Krishna consciousness. He felt that she is a genuine lady, but she should not go back sad also. So similarly, there are many more instances like recently brahmachari meeting with in Radha Girdhari temple. So Kaunteyaputra Prabhu was asking, Maharaj, all the devotees are complaining. I am sitting here in front of you and me. Every devotee should tell me what is wrong in me. So nobody told anything. I want everybody should tell this. So Maharaj, everybody was said what to do. Maharaj also. Now it was a very tough situation. He was agitated and he is not happy that complaints are coming. And Maharaj is hearing this from him. Then Guru Maharaj said, I want to hear complaint from all the devotees here right away. Then Maharaj saw that, why nobody is complaining? Then Maharaj said, why nobody is complaining? Then said, but nobody is complaining because you are a special devotee. That is why no. So he became very happy and he started smiling. So Maharaj is very quick in making people happy, you know. And he wants that everybody should be happy when we meet Maharaj. Actually, we should be happy, saying that thank you, Maharaj, for introducing us to Prabhupada and Krishna consciousness and helping us to take. That is how Maharaj wants. Actually, when we come to take darshan also, actually who are we to take darshan of the Lordships? Actually, we are giving darshan to the Lordship. The Lordships are taking darshan of us. We should be, in Bhakti Rasamrita, it said that we should wear fresh cloth, pure cloth, and we should look happy in front of the deities. We should never go with a morose face to the deities, because that's the mood of the gopis. They want to see Krishna happy. So if Krishna says we are not happy, then he will also get worried. So similarly in front of Guru also, we should go happy, because Maharaj is so Maharaj says, okay, so in this way Maharaj wants us to be happy in Krishna consciousness. At the same time, he wants all of us to be very serious in Krishna consciousness, chant very nicely. And many times devotees come with problem, Maharaj, I have this problem. Before we finish the problem, Maharaj says, chant 16 rounds attentively. The next time the devotee comes, Maharaj, he is very happy. Thank you, Maharaj, because of your advice, the problem is gone. And again, if suppose after a few days another devotee is saying, Maharaj, I have a problem. Maharaj says, chant 16 rounds attentively. And that devotee comes again with the morose face. He says, why are you not chanting this 16 rounds? Then says, Maharaj, I will do it now. See, this is a famous statement which Guru Maharaj says. If we chant, by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra attentively, all the problems are solved by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra attentively. And if there are problems in our life, that means we are not chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra attentively. This is a very famous statement of Maharaj. So by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, actually we transcend all the problems. Life becomes blissful. Maharaj wants that all of us should chant, read Prabhupada books, and this way help distribute Prabhupada books. This is what Maharaj wants. And the day in 1997, Maharaj had 2007, again Maharaj had a serious heart problem. Then Maharaj actually became very serious, and it called Janardhan Prabhu, now Janardhan Swami Maharaj, Canadian disciple, we always with Maharaj in America tour. So he said, come here, close the door, because it's an heart surgery. Then Dayanidhi Prabhu was also servant there. He said, okay, I want to tell you something. If anything happens to me, God forsakes, Krishna forsakes, if something happens to me, I have nothing of my own. There is nothing which I can call that is my personal. But this watch is very dear to me. This can be stored in this room as a museum, and my disciples in future can come and take darshan. Another thing, if something happens to me, one more thing he said, he said that I want that my disciples should not leave the movement, they should remain in ISKCON. At the same time, they should deal with other devotees, disciples of other gurus, lovingly, and there should be no other such ill feelings also. So in this way, Maharaj is a very much ISKCON man. He is very much a BBT man, and Prabhupada saw wonderful qualities in him and entrusted many responsibilities like BBT and ISKCON management. And Maharaj is also very, very special because Maharaj has been attending Mangalarti all over for past 40 years. It is said that a person, any person, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, chants this Guru Ashtakam for 13 years continuously. 13 years continuously. Whatever he speaks comes true. So whatever Guru Maharaj says actually comes true also. As I know once in Juhu, like we came to have darshan of Guru Maharaj. At that time, some devotees from Virar, they had some problem in Virar. Some preaching problem was happening. So this is happening, that is happening. Maharaj heard for some time. I came to pay obeisances to Guru Maharaj. Maharaj said, okay, don't worry, everything will be okay. Now Vanmali has come. Vanmali will take care of the Virar. So I paid obeisances. I said, okay, Maharaj, I'll see what is the problem. Then gradually events started happening in Virar such a way that then I was told to take care of the Virar project. So somehow Maharaj's words are always coming true. And in this way, Guru Maharaj has got the divine qualities. We should understand that he is a divine personality. He is not an ordinary person. He already said that I have no material desires, and in his life also we see that he had a wonderful relation with Srila Prabhupada, and so in this way Maharaj, materially speaking or spiritually speaking, is a great personality, and we are very fortunate to have Maharaj as our spiritual master, or we are fortunate to have that Maharaj has accepted us as a disciple, and he has got loving dealings with his God brothers also. I have seen many times him meeting Radhanath Swami Maharaj, Loknath Swami Maharaj, Radha Govind Maharaj, Bhakti Chaur Maharaj. When they meet, first they pay obeisances, hug, and they talk, again pay obeisances and go. It's very wonderful. And Maharaj has got so much love for his God brothers, especially like Sridhar Swami Maharaj, Bhima Prabhu, and others. They did service together. When the news came that Sridhar Maharaj has finished his pastimes on the auspicious day of Srivas Pandit appearance day, that time Maharaj was in Kurukshetra. 3:30 in the morning, he was in Shakshi Gopal Prabhu's house. So he said, 3:30 in the morning he got the call. Then Maharaj said that Sridhar Swami Maharaj is no more with us. So Maharaj started crying. He is in Kurukshetra. Then there is a flight sharp at 9:15. From Kurukshetra to Delhi takes 3 hours. So 5:30, 6 o'clock, he said that I want to go to Mayapur. And he called at 5 o'clock Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. What time is the the Samadhi celebration starting? Said that 4 o'clock in the evening, Mayapur. I am coming, Maharaj said. I'll try to come, I'll try to make it. So that was one thing. Then 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, he left Kurukshetra. There is no way that he can reach Delhi. But see how Krishna fulfilled the desires of the pure devotee. So he reached, then he called the secretary who does the ticketing, 6 o'clock in the morning. The secretary was not getting up because is not a devotee but a non-devotee secretary. What is this? Why did you get up? Well, okay, you never call me at 6 o'clock in the morning. You call at 8 o'clock. Okay, I'm sorry for disturbing you, but it's urgent. I want a ticket. Maharaj, it's not possible. It is not possible. All the tickets are booked. He said, still then, where are you? He said, I'm in Kurukshetra. You cannot make it. There's no use of making a ticket for this flight at 9:15. But still make it. I'm telling you, make it. For my sake, you make it. So she made it. 9 o'clock Maharaj is reaching. So if you want to take 9:15 flight, you have to be there by 8:15. Then the phone call came. Maharaj, for some reason, the flight is delayed. You can, 10 o'clock is the flight. So Maharaj is now in the airport from Noida. Loknath Swami Maharaj is coming. Both of them paid obeisances, hugged, but did not speak anything. Both of them are trying to catch the same flight. Now, because it's a rush, Maharaj did not have money. Kurukshetra, he told his secretary, I want money. Maharaj did not have. He's like, whatever money you have, you take it. So Maharaj kept money. First time he is going without any secretary or a servant. So Maharaj reached Delhi. He gave the flight ticket he purchased. And now in the flight, they reached Calcutta to Mayapur. They have to go. So now Maharaj and Loknath Swami Maharaj, they are together. They got into a taxi. The taxi wala, Indian taxi wala, they tried to loot. So they said, this much money, okay, take it and go. So Maharaj, they were on their way. Somewhere, there's a new Jagannath temple which is coming up, 2 hours from Mayapur, 2 hours from Calcutta. I forgot the name. The boards are put in Mayapur, Rajapura or something. I'm sorry, I'm not getting the... Not Rajpura is very Nijak, but some other... so it is 2 hours. The car had a puncture. So now Maharaj was worried whether we'll make it. Because 4 o'clock is the thing. It's already 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's nearing 2 o'clock. Then Loknath Swami Maharaj said, can I help you? Because Maharaj was in Padyatra. So they did, after 20 minutes, again the vehicle started going, bumps and again another puncture. Now no more stiffening and no more puncture nearby. Then Maharaj said, what to do? Then said, what to do? Then there came a bus. Then Loknath Swami Maharaj and Gopal Krishna Maharaj, usually they have servants. So now they are coming with their own bags and jumping into the bus. There was a big rush. And Maharaj got into bumps and all that things in the bus. And in the meantime, Jaitpataka Maharaj called Maharaj, how are you coming? He said, we are already into Calcutta. Which then Jaitpataka Maharaj shouted, you should have told me, I would have sent a car. No, we already made a car. The car got punctured. We are coming in bus. Bus? Why are you coming in a bus? You should have told me. Then he said, okay, don't. As soon as you reach, then he said, okay, don't worry. I'll make further arrangement. As soon as they reached Navdeep bus stop, devotees were there from Mayapur. They, Loknath Swami Maharaj and Maharaj climbed, and they were, in this way, Krishna fulfilled the desires of the pure devotees. And they reached for the Samadhi celebration of the dear God brother, Sridhar Swami Maharaj. Actually, they cried for 20 or 30 minutes. Similarly, when another God brother, Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj's disappearance, Maharaj was actually literally crying, and then he came to Radhakund and the final thing was done. And he made all the arrangement for Maharaja's body to come to Radhakund, and many things he did. Similarly, Maharaj is very sensitive actually. He was literally cried like a baby when he came to know that Sridhar Swami Maharaj is no more. Even for Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, he was crying. And when he came to know about Jaipataka Maharaj, that then he immediately gave the order in Bombay that all the facilities, Rajsiya Prabhu and others should be given, and the temple, all facilities should be given so that Maharaj does not have any trouble. And Jaipataka Maharaj acknowledges it. It said that because of Gopal Krishna Maharaj, it was a Bombay zone. It was his responsibility. He took care of me. I came back to good health. And in this way, he appreciated that. Same thing, after a month or so, when Radha Govind Goswami Maharaj also had a severe health problem, he told in Delhi that whatever care has to be given should be given, and all the hospitals facilities were made open. In this way, Maharaj was very serious, and he is genuinely was asking about the health of Jayapataka Maharaj and as well as Radha Govind Maharaj. Every time he was saying, now how is he doing, now is he? Personally he is not meeting, but he is asking them. In this way, Maharaj is very, very genuinely sincere and serious. And once whenever we come to Radha Parthasarthi temple, Maharaj feels that it is the house of Radha Parthasarthi. He is a caretaker. And when I came as a visitor, so Maharaj saw me, oh, you are here? Then I said, yes, Maharaj. So did you get accommodation and everything? Genuinely he asked, and he said, yes, Maharaj, I got it. Then next day, how was the stay? Did you see the auditorium? And how did you like it? And when I said, Maharaj, it is very beautiful, I liked it very much. Then Maharaj smiles like a baby. Like it's not a artificial smile. Like a baby, when he becomes happy, like the heart becomes overwhelmed with joy. That kind of smile, genuine smile came. And like Maharaj wants to say that the service, the building temple for Radha Parthasarthi is not gone in waste. I did something good. So a genuine smile. Maharaj, it is a wonderful project. So Maharaj smiles and he says, any problem you tell me. You want to give a class tomorrow? I said, Maharaj, I have to leave. Okay. So in this way, he for ordinary devotee like me also, he is taking care. But whereas when his god brother comes, then he says, then he gives instruction to the management. See, my god brother has come. Please take care of him. They say, yes, Maharaj, you already given the instruction. We are taking care. Again, after 15 minutes, he asks, is he taken? Maharaj, we have. So they get frustrated. But Maharaj says, Maharaj, we are taking care. Don't worry. But this shows that Guru Maharaj is genuinely very concerned. Anybody comes, god brothers should be taken very nice care. And personally, he is teaching us how a Vaishnava should deal with another Vaishnava. No Vaishnava is an ordinary person. So in this way, Guru Maharaj is a board of good qualities, wonderful qualities, humility, tolerance. What tolerance actually, I am not taking the topic of tolerance, because the tolerance which Guru Maharaj has got is magnanimous. It's like an ocean of tolerance. Maharaj is ocean of tolerance. It is like you read the book Vande Guru Shri Charana Ravindam, like Giriraj Swami Maharaj, even Hirdanand Swami Maharaj, Satswarup Swami Maharaj, he writes that the organization started in America, and usually the GBCs and the leaders were Americans, but there was rough dealing going on at that time also. But Satswarup Maharaj writes that we have seen that Maharaj had tolerated all these things, and he emerged as a gem among devotees. Like I think it's Burijan Prabhu, Kamalochan Prabhu was telling that he met Burijan Prabhu in Vrindavan, and Burijan Prabhu asked who disciple he is. So said, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He said, wow. He said, he's a very gem of a devotee. Because of him, today ISKCON is one. Otherwise it would have been more than 10 pieces. So Maharaj has got that special quality, like Balram has got a quality of uniting Shankarshan, quality of uniting Vrindavan and Mathura, the Vrishnis and the Yadavas. So similarly, Maharaj has got that special quality of keeping everybody united. And for the sake of Prabhupada, if we do even some simple service, Maharaj becomes very happy. Book distribution, life membership. Once like I was doing life membership like very intensely. So I used to go morning and I used to come late in the night. Almost for I used to make one life member per day. The report went. The Maharaj was very happy. After that, my health became little bad. Then I stopped, and that way the Maharaj is very happy if we do something for Prabhupada. Glory, he becomes very happy. So we should take the wonderful qualities of Guru Maharaj, especially the genuine humility which he has got, the tolerance he has got, and not only he gives respect to every devotee and a living entity, and he doesn't worry about others giving him respect. So we should not take him as an ordinary person, and we should take his instructions seriously and carry on the legacy ahead, Prabhupada legacy ahead. Chanting of the holy name becomes easy if we get the blessings of the spiritual master. So there are many instructions Guru Maharaj gives regarding chanting. Like, how do we chant better? In one class, a devotee asked. Guru Maharaj said, you first understand what are the 10 offenses and try to avoid the 10 offenses. Your chanting will become good. Then in other places he said that chant attentively 16 rounds in one place. Like Guru Maharaj's lectures are very simple, and there was a time some disciples they left ISKCON, 2 or 3 disciples in 1988 or something. So Maharaj said that there are many things I can speak about. There are many things I can talk about, but I don't see the eligibility that they can hear that, they can digest that. Why should I speak them? They will get more bewildered. I can speak on many topics. Like Prabhupada's time also it happened. Guru Maharaj quoted Prabhupada's time also. Some disciples left Prabhupada thinking that, ISKCON is ABC, whereas XYZ is with us somewhere else. No, ISKCON is ABCD to XYZ, complete range, spectrum. Guru Maharaj said, I don't see the eligibility. Why he is leaving ISKCON? Because why he is fallen? Because he has committed an offense. He had heard something from someone which he should have not heard, and he was not able to digest, and because he is not able to digest, he is fallen. It's disturbing him. The first mistake is, if he is going to hear from someone, he should have taken the permission from the Guru. Had he got his Guru's permission, he would have been able to digest that, or if he had taken the instructions, he would have been safe. So in this way, Maharaj lectures are simple, but even I hear the lectures again and again, I find these lectures are so wonderful, and it has got more deeper and deeper meaning. And the kirtan, the more I hear, the more like Srila Prabhupada kirtan, the more we hear, it becomes more and more melodious and joyful. Like the same with Guru Maharaj also. So Guru Maharaj is abode of all wonderful qualities. There are wonderful pastimes of Guru Maharaj. But the point is, if we want to improve our chanting, we should take the instructions of Guru Maharaj very seriously. Actually, chanting should be done like many devotees say that, oh, I am not able to chant. My mind starts wandering. My mind is not in chanting. So, it is very important. We should not worry about mind. Srila Prabhupada instructions are very simple. He says that there was an instruction given to Govind Devidasi, I think, said that Prabhupada told, while chanting, don't do think about anything and don't do anything. Two things, don't do anything or don't think about anything, just chant. This is to Govind Devidasi. And another instruction Prabhupada says, while chanting, just utter the syllables, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, and hear the syllables. That's all. Don't worry about mind. Actually, mind, we should not worry about the mind. We should worry about uttering the mind. People, devotees say, no, I am not, my मन से मैं जपा नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मेरा मन जपमा में नहीं है, हाँ my mind is not in chanting. Forget mind. Chant with the body. Chant with the body, that means that be attentive while chanting. Take good rest. It is not that we have transcended the three modes of material nature. We are working for 20 hours and getting up again after 4 hours. Or take good rest, and the body should be fit so that we can chant nicely. Body should be fit. Otherwise, good chanting cannot happen. It can happen for the Goswamis, but like Guru Maharaj, in the same topic, the disciples who left, said that Goswamis, they talk about elevated subject matters. They chant 2 lakh names sitting in one place, and then they talk about the pastimes. Whereas we are not able to, you are not able to sit in one place and chant 16 rounds, and you are talking that I should speak about many things. First sit nicely and chant 16 rounds, then I will tell you something about. So in this way he is cautioning. So the point is, body should be fit, otherwise there's and utter the words very nicely, gracefully, and we will see that the chanting, but the endurance should be there, that I should chant nicely. If the endurance is there, then the Lord will help us to, like in the case of Yashoda Devi, Mother Yashoda is enduring to catch Krishna, who is not caught by big yogis and jnanis. The endurance by Yashoda Maya, the devotional love with which she is doing that, Krishna sees that, and then Krishna allows. Similarly, the endurance we should do to lovingly fulfill the instructions of the spiritual master. Then the endurance is there from our side, then Krishna will do the needful. These two things comes, then the chanting. Actually, chanting is difficult. Krishna says, Prabhupada says, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant and be happy. Chant and if somebody is not happy, that means he's not chanting properly. If we chant, actually, tears comes from the eyes, and the skin starts burning, and body starts trembling, and the hair stands. All these things happen. If we chant, these things should happen. The process takes place nicely, then these things should happen. I don't know about others, but when I chant, I don't know, there is something wrong. Instead of tears coming in the eyes, water coming from the eyes, water comes from the nose. Something is wrong in the process. The point is, if the chanting is done very nicely, definitely all the symptoms will be seen. See, chanting can become mechanical, but even mechanical chanting is our endurance. Krishna will make it very spiritual and loving. Chanting, if we try to do Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, after some time it starts becoming a little dry if it is done. But it is our intrinsic nature to be blissful. It is the nature of the spirit soul in the spiritual world actually every living entity is blissful and happy. In Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says that in the spiritual realm, everybody is dancing. There is no walking. That's dancing. And in the spiritual realm, there is no talking. Everything is singing. In the last, that Govindam Adipurusham, in the end we say. So, actually when we try to utter Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it becomes difficult actually. One of the sign of Mahabhagavat, Bhakti Thakur says that if we see a Mahabhagavat, automatically chanting, we say Hare Krishna. That is one of the sign of a Mahabhagavat. Madhyamadikari, if we see, we may not say Hare Krishna. When he says Hare Krishna, we like to say Hare Krishna. So that way. So I want to just come to a close to this topic by bringing a small incident. There is one devotee, his name is Mahabhagavat Prabhu. He is disciple of Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. In Mira Road, Sridhar Swami Maharaj used to stay in Natasha Park, Lotus A Wing 601. You all know that? Sridhar Swami's quarters, it is called as a Narsimha Kutir. That is belongs to Haridas Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple Haridas Prabhu. And Haridas Prabhu, for his love for Sridhar Maharaj, because of his ill health, stayed there for more than 1 year. Did all the renovation. Now it is Narsimha Kutir in remembrance Sridhar Maharaj. Yesterday was his Sridhar Maharaj's appearance day. So there is shoes, toothbrush, and many things are there. So now some devotees are staying there, 3 or 4 devotees, and Mahabhagavat Prabhu, Bhakti Charu Maharaj disciple, is also staying. So on Ekadashis, usually what I do, I try to chant few more extra rounds. I try to chant 3 lakh names by the mercy of all Vaishnavas and Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada. I try to chant 3 lakh names. It is very difficult. So I try to go to that quarters, chant. And Mahabhagavat Prabhu, he is now trying to become a classical singer. You know classical singer? You all know classical singing? You all are practicing classical singing? Any of you? No? Yeah. So classical singing, they sing sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, all that they do. So he is doing that. When he is doing, I'm in the other room, I'm chanting my rounds. So it's a rigorous, they call riyaz. Riyaz means abhyas, practice. So he's practicing for 6 hours and all. So I like the way he's doing that, the rhythm which he is taking. So I try to do in that, chant in that rhythm. So what happens, like he's doing fast, they have to practice, they have to do it fast also. They have to do it for 3-4 minutes or for hours. They do it fast. It does it very fast for almost 30 to 1 hour. So I also try to chant in that rhythm for that time. So it becomes very wonderful. Classical singing, there is they have to sit erect and so that the singing becomes more melodious and easy to sing. So he is practicing his singing. Whatever he is singing, he's singing. So it was so wonderful, and the rhythm was going fast. In one breath, he is doing many things. So it is so wonderful. So I thought my chanting was becoming mechanical. So I just started saying, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna. So when we were saying, so I was saying Krishna. So what I wanted to say is that Mahabhagat Prabhu, he helped me in developing my taste for chanting. So that is not only by name, he is Mahabhagat. He is Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj's disciple. So we should not chant, actually we should try to sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because that is the intrinsic nature. Everybody loves to dance. Why everybody likes parties? Because in parties there is singing and dancing and feasting. Everybody likes to dance. Everybody likes to dance. And everybody likes to sing. And if we sing, there is no, we don't get tired. We can sing for 24 hours. So, not to chant, sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Try to sing. Then it will be, there will be more. I am not talking about the spiritual potency. At least it will be, materially it will be joyful. It will be very joyful. Okay. Spiritually, definitely we have to do it from mind, that you all can do it. But I do it physically. I just chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So it becomes fun, joyful, not tiring. You can chant for hours, anytime, any place. You just can start, because singing everybody likes. Even in the material realm, people, they don't sing anywhere, but in the toilet while taking bath, they start singing. They sing. So Krishna sang. In the spiritual realm, everybody is singing. In the material realm, everybody loves singing. We are chanting, but we make chanting our singing. You just get hooked to one of the tunes, classical tunes. If possible, then instead of chanting, you will be singing. At least not mentally or in a subtle way, at least in a gross and a physical way, chanting will go on. And seeing our endurance, Krishna will make our subtle body also to chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So clubbing both the topics, the glorious spiritual master and chanting of the holy name. The third offense against the holy name is to not to consider a spiritual master an ordinary person, and not to disobey. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master and to consider spiritual master an ordinary person is the third offense to the holy name. So that means we should consider the spiritual master as a glorious personality, and we should take his instructions very seriously. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Any questions? There are many more things I can tell about Guru Maharaj. I don't know many things, but there are a few more things I know, but I think this is enough. And there are many more devotees you can hear from Dayanidhi Prabhu, Chakravati Prabhu, I think Kamalochan Prabhu also talks about the tattvas. And Urmila Mataji, or if you get chance, some other devotees are also there. I heard from them, then I am telling it to you. So I will ask some questions. What is Guru Maharaj's father's name? Okay, on which day Guru Maharaj? Ananta Swarup? Yeah, Guru. His grandfather had a bungalow where? Karachi. And the bricks were made of gold. And his mother, why did he name him as Gopal Krishna? After? And his mother was praying to everybody. The then she understood, oh, Krishna has fulfilled. So that's why it's Krishna's name as. Okay. So there are many similarities between Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, like Prabhupada's mother and Prabhupada's name not changing, and how Prabhupada blindly followed Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. The same we can see in our spiritual master. Okay. Any questions? Hare Krishna. Thank you. So, wish you all a happy Krishna conscious day and happy chanting and service to the dear spiritual master. Hare Krishna, and thanking you all for giving me an opportunity. Though I am not so much qualified and I am not such a good speaker or a orator or a devotee or a disciple of Guru Maharaj, but you all gave me a chance. Like I just take it as a fortune of my tongue, and it's my fortune of it is my enthusiasm in my mind that I'm speaking on this topic. Like Devkinandan, a great acharya, he writes, Mukera bhagya manera ulas. He says, Tatapi mukera bhagya mansera ulas dosha sumi mo adama karo nijadas. He says that it is the fortune of my tongue to speak about the glorious spiritual master and the holy name and Krishna. And it's my enthusiasm in my mind that I was able to tell all these things. But as far as I am, dosha sami moadama, I am fallen, moadama karo nijadas, make me your servant by giving this service. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki